And now introducing the starting offensive lineup for the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. At running back, a senior number 3, Connor Profit. At quarterback, a senior number 4, Carson Nicholson. At tight end, a junior number 14, Cole Hayden. At wide receiver, number 21, a junior Malachi Meadows. At running back, a senior number 24, Stone Perry. At running back, a senior number 44, Tanner Ramage. At offensive line, a senior number 52, Nolan Turnbull. At offensive line, a junior number 54, Beck Fern. At offensive line, a senior number 59, Liam Mahan. At offensive line, a junior number 62, J.C. Patterson. And at offensive line, a senior number 75, T.J. Wesley. The head coach for the Purple Dragons, Josh Latimer.
Hi everyone, and a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. I am Tony Abatey, and we are back here at Ferry Field this evening as the Fort Scott Tigers get set to take on the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons this evening. On the gridiron, looks like it is a blackout night for the student section to our left. And the Tigers coming out of their locker room towards our left as well, as they look ready to get things underway here this evening. Pittsburgh already on the field. They just entered here just a couple of minutes ago. So it looks like everybody's ready to go here this evening.
And now introducing the starting defensive lineup for the Tigers. At defensive back is senior number 1, Job Chipman.
It's always a big game between these two schools here. Looks like Dub Chipman is going to be back in the lineup here this evening. As remember, he missed the game last week.
Back is senior number 4, Brody Gomez. Defensive back is senior number 5, Morgan Shaw.
And I believe I saw Luke Harris in uniform as well. He also missed last week's game, so hopefully those guys are back healthy, ready to go here for this one tonight. The Fort Scott Tigers come in at 3-0 overall, 1-0 in the SCK League standings. Of course, this one is not a league game in football anymore, but still a big rivalry game nonetheless. So Fort Scott coming in and looking to get things going here tonight against Pittsburg. The Purple Dragons are 2-1 coming in to this one. They defeated Emporia in week 1, 56-13. They lost to Shawnee Mission South a couple of weeks ago, 33-15. But then defeated Labette County last week. All of those were home games for them. So tonight is their first road game, and they defeated Labette County 55-21 last week. And that's who the Tigers play next week on homecoming here at Prairie Field, so looking forward to that one as well. But anyway, looking to see what we can get here tonight for the Tigers, as we have made the announcements. Starters are out there now. The backups, or the rest of the team has entered the field. The fireworks are going, and it is just about time to get things underway here tonight in this one. Fort Scott, of course, in the red tops, the red pants, and the white helmets. Pittsburg in the white tops with the white pants and the purple helmets. Fairly traditional for both teams, of course. Both teams have battled many a time over the years, and of course everybody knows about the big rivalry between the two schools. Josh Latimer, the head coach of Pittsburg, a Fort Scott graduate. We've got a few Fort Scott graduates over on that coaching staff. Captains for Fort Scott, looks like it's going to be Jaden Garcia, Blake Tomasi, Luke Harris, and Lennox Van. Looks like Connor Profit, Carson Nicholson will be two of the captains for Pittsburg. Looks like two linemen will be the other two captains as well. Their starting quarterback is Carson Nicholson.
For the Purple Dragons, number 3, Connor Profit, number 4, Carson Nicholson, number 42, Gabe Kimsey,
and Treeman Wesley are the other two captains for Pittsburgh. And they will run a very similar offense to the Fort Scott Tigers. You're going to see that here tonight. One fullback, 2 slot backs, a couple of receivers. They're going to run it most of the time, just like Fort Scott will. So very similar offenses.
Tonight's honorary Tiger captains, they are Maya Kaplan and C.J. Anderson. Maya is from Mrs. Hill's class at Eugene Ware, the daughter of Rory and Lisa Kaplan. C.J. is from Mrs. Carpenter's class and the son of Chris and Cora Anderson. Both of these students.
And Pittsburgh has won the toss. They will defer to the second half, so Fort Scott will start with possession here. And that is something they have done in every game so far. And so far, they have scored on their first possession in each game.
Pittsburgh has won the coin toss.
So we'll see. Hopefully that's the case here tonight for the Tigers. Fort Scott will be going right to left across your screen here on Duck Bay TV. Again, thanks for joining us this evening as the Fort Scott Tigers are just about to get this one underway with Pittsburgh here tonight.
Setting the kick for the Purple Dragons, number 99, Armando Rueda. He's for the Tigers, number 8, Yes. Hegler.
Armando Rueda will be the kicker here tonight for Pittsburgh. Dirk Kedler is back to receive. He's got Maddox Robinson on one side of him and Morgan Shaw on the other side. Everyone fired up and ready to go here tonight. Nice high kick will be taken by Robinson near the 15. He'll angle towards his right. He's got a ball out there. He's going to take it up near the 30 before being brought down. So a nice return on the play by Maddox Robinson. He had a couple of receptions last week for the Tigers. One, it was a touchdown catch for Fort Scott as they threw the ball a little bit more last week.
Return taken to the 30-yard line. First down, Tigers.
First down and 10 for Fort Scott. They will place the ball at their own 30-yard line.
Under center for the Tigers, number 6, Lennox Van.
Lennox, of course, the quarterback for Fort Scott. They're going to split 4 receivers here. You've got Colton Rogers in that fullback position behind Lennox, but then 2 receivers to the near side. Ty Marbury and Brady Messer. 2 receivers to the far side as well. Handoff goes right up the middle, and look at that Fort Scott offensive line push as they will pick up about 5 on the play, maybe even 6. So it'll bring up second down and mid-range here. Just underway from Prairie Field here this evening. Thanks again for joining us here on Duckbait TV. Gain of about 6 on the play, second down and 4.
Second down and 4 from the 36-yard line.
Colton Rogers comes in, averaging 4.74 yards per carry. And a stop there near the line of scrimmage, maybe even a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be third down.
Rogers, the ball carrier.
Colton with a nice carry on first down. Loss of yardage on second down. It'll be third down and 5 now for Fort Scott. Trace Metcalf is also out there for the Tigers. He'll split to the left. It looks like they're going to go back to that traditional slot back formation, and they're put both receivers on the left side of the formation here as the ball is on the right hash. Man comes in motion. They pitch it to that man. It's Dub Chipman. He cannot get outside. He's taken down right near the line of scrimmage. So it'll be fourth down here for Fort Scott. And that will force their first punt in over a week. They did not punt at all last week against Independence.
On the stop, number 24, Stone Perry.
Well, we'll call it a loss of a yard on the play. So Lennox back to kick.
Fourth down and 6, Tigers in punt formation.
Lennox so far this season just 1 punt, and it went 33 yards. We'll see what he can do here. A low snap. He's able to get it away, though. Nice end-over-end kick. Comes down the field. Looks like it's going to be down by the Tigers as Pittsburgh will get away from it. It'll be down right near the 30, and that's where they will take over. 9:58 to play here in the first quarter.
Ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line of the Purple Dragons. First and 10.
So first down and 10 coming up for Pittsburgh here. They've got the ball on their own 30-yard line. Again, their starting quarterback is Carson Nicholson. And again, very similar offense to what the Tigers were run. It looks like they're coming out in an I formation here to start. Heavy set to the left. They're going to pitch it to the tailback, and he'll kind of scoot up the field, but only gets a yard maybe on the play, and that's about it. Connor Profit on the carry. 1, maybe a yard and a half on the play. It'll be second down and long.
Gain of 1 on the play. Second down and 9 from the 31-yard line.
Second at about 8.5 here. The ball is in between the 31 and 32. And in motion, they'll hand it off up the middle, and that is a big hole there for Stone Perry. He's going to run down the sideline, finally gets shoved out of bounds, but a huge gain. It'll be down inside the 30 of Fort Scott, and Pittsburg has started like gangbusters here.
On the stop, number 6, Lennox Van.
Pittsburg had a good early start last year, and then Fort Scott was able to come back in the second half and make a game out of it.
Of the Tigers, 1st and 10, Purple Dragon.
We'll see what Fort Scott can do here on defense, as it'll be 1st down and 10. Ball is on the Tiger 27-yard line. Nicholson back under center. Man in motion, they'll hand it off to Perry again, right up the middle, and he's going to get finally shoved back there. Looks like Dirks
on the carry, number
and
34, Nate Mitchell. On the stop, number 8, Dirk Hegler. Getting 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4.
Dirks and Lennox both on the tackle there for Fort Scott. 2nd down and 4 coming up after the gain of 6. Ball right outside of the 20. Back to the I formation. Pittsburgh is. The heavy set to the left. He'll pitch it. And not much there. As J.C. Gross came through the line. He is the team leader in tackles coming into tonight with 22. So it'll be 3rd down. That I formation has not worked yet for Pittsburgh.
On the carry, number 3, Connor Prophet.
Traditional set has been much better for them so far here in the early going.
From the 22-yard line, it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 5.
So 3rd down and 5. We'll see what the Tigers can do here on defense. Need a stop. They're going to hand it off. Nope, pitch it out to the near side as they fake the handoff, and it's going to get down inside the 5-yard line. He did not score. And now we've got an injured Tiger on the field. The run looked like Tanner Ramage. And I couldn't tell if it was Morgan Shaw or Lennox Van, the one down, but
ahead for number 5, Morgan Shaw.
And it looks like it is Morgan, so hopefully he's walking off the field here under his own power. So that's a good sign. But a huge gainer off the edge, and that's really where Fort Scott has been making their hay so far this season. All the way down to the 1-yard line for Tanner Ramage. So it'll be 1st down and goal here for the the Purple Dragons on their first offensive possession of the game. They'll hand it off, and it'll be a touchdown fairly easily there for Stone Perry. And so Pittsburgh will take the first lead here in the first quarter. .7:30 left to go now in the first quarter.
Attempt the extra point, number 99, Armando Royeda.
Armando Royeda on to attempt the extra point for the Dragons. Scott was able to get through there, but couldn't quite get to the ball to block it, and the kick is good. So a quick early lead, 7-0 for Pittsburgh. And Fort Scott will get their second possession coming up here in just a few moments. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. So back to receive the kick here for the Tigers will be Dirks Kegler. And remember, he's already got one return for a touchdown this season. That happened here at Ferry Field back in Week 1 against Paola. He'll be flanked by Bryson Adams and Maddox Robinson. Kick taken by Robinson at the 10. He'll work his way through a couple of guys. Get it out near the 25-yard line. We'll see where they spot it, but with 7:25 to play, Fort Scott will have their second possession.
On the stop, number 23, Barrett Rink. Return taken to the 24-yard line. First down, Tigers.
Morgan still getting worked on right in front of us. Also looks like Dub Chipman getting worked on a little bit as well. Hopefully those guys can get back in soon here for the Tigers. Lennox Fan back out to take the snaps. And a flag here on Fort Scott. They've got too many guys going in different directions, so false start on Fort Scott. They had two guys going in motion in the opposite direction. That's never a good sign. A 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15.
5-yard penalty stops the ball at the 19-yard line, first down 15.
Ty Marbury split wide to the right. Run a man in motion and come back to the opposite side to Brady Messer, and he gets stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Number 36, Brady Messer.
So not much there for the Tigers.
On the stop, number 62, J.C. Patterson. Second down and 16 from the 18-yard line.
So a loss of a yard on the play. Second down and 16 now. Lennox will roll to his right. Throw it down the middle, and it is incomplete. Nearly intercepted, but I think he was out of bounds over on the sideline.
Pass incomplete on the play.
Looked like he was looking for Colton Rogers
from the 18-yard line, third down and 16.
In the flat. Now it's third down and 16 for the Tigers. Back to pass. Lennox will roll to his left. He's got some room to run. He'll make one cut, makes another cut, goes down. It'll be 4th down and about 4 on the play coming up as he went down right at the 30. So Lennox sliding down to avoid a big collision there. It looks like they're going to send the punting unit back on. Still early in this game, 6:30 and counting, going in the first quarter. Pittsburgh trying to run a couple guys on late here. We'll see if Fort Scott can take advantage of that. And nice end over in kick. Meadows stumbled, but does secure the ball. Right around the 37-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh with 6:14 to play here in the first quarter.
Fair catch by Meadows. 1st and 10, Purple Dragons from their own 32-yard line.
Fort Scott.
Correction, 37-yard line.
Needs a stand here on defense. A couple plays looked pretty good for Fort Scott on that first possession on defense, but for the most part, Pittsburgh just ran it right down the Tigers' throat. See what they can do here. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off to the fullback. That has been nothing but green pastures so far for Pittsburgh here in the early going, but stop there for not much gain on the play. Gain of a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
On the stop for the Tigers, Blake Tomasi and Jaden Garcia. Gain of 2 on the play. Second down and 8 from the 39-yard line.
So ball on the 39, 2nd down and 8. Nickerson hands it off again to Perry, and he got a couple again, but not a lot there, so it'll be 3rd down and about 6. Their ball crossed the 40. We'll call it the 41.
Gain of 1 on the play. From the 40-yard line, it's 3rd down.
This next snap will happen under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And they're going to come up with the I formation, heavy set to the right, and again, nothing there on that I formation play for Pittsburgh. It's going to be 4th down. That was Nate Mitchell with the carry. It looks like they will send the punting unit out, Pittsburgh.
Slight gain on the play.
About 1.5 yards there on the carry, so 4th down.
4th down and 5.
And it looks like Connor Profit, who is the backup quarterback, by the way, is in punting formation. They've got 2 receivers to the near side. Low snap, and he's going to run. And he will get the 1st down. And he will make a cut back and get it near the 30. When a team doesn't have a kicker going into punt, you need to make sure you watch that fake. And unfortunately, Fort Scott, Pittsburgh made the line to gain that time.
Ball spotted at the Fort Scott 33-yard line, 1st and 10, Purple Dragon.
The ball all the way down to the 33-yard line for Pittsburgh here. And, of course, 1st down, their offense back out there. Handoff. He'll be shoved back. They do blow the whistle. 3 or 4 red shirts right there. The Tigers starting to gang up on Stone Perry a little bit better. I'll say no gain on the play.
2nd down and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They've been trying that middle a lot. You expect them to bounce it outside eventually here. This time they're going to hand it on a reverse. And a big gain again. This time it is Ramage with the carry. And he's going to be short of the 1st down, but only by a couple of yards. He didn't get as far as I thought he did there. 3rd down, we'll call it 4 now. Coming up here. We dip under 2:30 to play, or will once we get this snap. Scott needs another stop here. Pittsburgh, I'm sure, is in 4-down territory, though. At this point, they will hand it off. And ball is loose! And I don't know who's got it. It came up, bounced up in the air. Who has it? Looks like the Tigers do. So Fort Scott will take over after the turnover. 2:16 to play here in the first quarter. And Fort Scott needs to take advantage of this possession. Couldn't quite tell who recovered it there for the Tigers. They picked it out of the hand of the running back, and it just kind of popped up into the air.
First down, Tigers.
Looked like one Tiger hit it to another one. Fort Scott has the football. We'll call it the 23-yard line on their side of the field. Tigers need a score here on this possession. Lennox going to keep the ball, goes to his left, goes down, and a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. It'll be second down and mid-range here for the Tigers.
On the stop, number 12.
A gain of about 4. Second down and 6 coming up. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Again, Fort Scott trailing 7-0 here to Pittsburg.
Second down and 6 from the 27-yard line.
Lennox going to keep it, pitches it to Brody Gomez, and he's going to get the first down. Stayed in bounds along the sideline, gets it up to about the 38 or so. First down and 10 for Fort Scott here.
Gain on the play, enough for a Tiger first down. On the 38-yard line, first and 10, Fort Scott.
Lennox rolling to his left. He's going to get taken down. That was miscommunication there on that, I think. Lennox went to the right. It looked like the running back went to the left. So tough luck there, as that's a huge loss on the play. It'll be second down and long here for the Tigers. Fort Scott is
second down and 19 from the 29-yard line.
Been pretty decent in keeping themselves on the plus side of the stick so far this season. Had a couple of big loss plays here in this game so far, though. Back to pass. Lennox, he's going to throw it near side. It's caught. He's got a man over here. It's Colton Rogers. He's going to run over a couple of Pittsburgh Dragons and takes it down. He's going to be close to a first down. It'll be third down and about 5 or 6, as that was just kind of a see what you can do with it play, as they set up a screen and both ends came bearing down on Lennox, and he just kind of got it out at the last second to Colton over here on the near side, and Colton did the rest with it. It's going to be third down and about 5 coming up for the Tigers.
From the 43-yard line, third down and 5.
There's a 2-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. I think the Tigers are going to let this run down and go to the second quarter. The clock's at 0, and that will take us to the second quarter. So Fort Scott at the end of 12 is trailing Pittsburgh 7-0 here at Prairie Field. We'll take a short break and come back. This is Tiger Football on Duckbait TV. If you're in need of livestock risk protection, multi-peril crop insurance, or help with your pasture or private products, Caleb Simpson has you covered. Call or text Caleb with Twin Pines Solutions at 620-215-4144. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. So as we get the second quarter underway here, and we got a whistle here. Somebody wasn't ready for something. And that might be okay for the Tigers. That
timeout on the field.
when they go timeout. So Fort Scott calls the timeout.
Their first timeout.
Fort Scott will take their first timeout here in the second half, or first half. Trailing at 7-0. Just underway here in the second quarter. So 3rd down and 5.
From the 43-yard line, 3rd down and 5.
Lennox takes the snap. He'll look to his left, throws it complete. That should be enough for a first down. They should give him forward progress across, or up to the near the 50-yard line. I believe that was Ty Marbury over there with his second catch of the season. He had one last week against Independence. So 1st down and 10 for the Tigers.
First down. This is from the 50-yard line.
Handoff goes to Colton. He'll run right up the middle and get out to kind of bounce it out towards the left and picks up 6, maybe even 7 on that one. So it'll be 2nd down and short coming up for the Tigers.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Colton so far this season averaging 4.74 yards per carry, 148 yards on 31 carries so far this season. Was not used as much last week as he has been the previous couple of weeks, but looking to really get things going here tonight against Pittsburgh.
From the Purple Dragon 43-yard line.
Lennox will keep the ball himself. He'll go right over that first down marker, down inside the 40, close to the 36, maybe the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers.
On the stop, number 59, Liam Mahan. Gain of 6 on the play, enough for a Tiger. First down. 1st and 10 from the Purple Dragon 37-yard line.
Fort Scott now puts Ryder Newton into the game. Colton will come out for a quick breather here. They hand it to Ryder, and he's going to run right up the middle, too. Gain of about 3 or 4. Ryder so far this season has got 90 yards on 18 carries. Nearly 5 yards per carry for the Tigers so far this season. They didn't give him as much as I thought he got up there, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. Gain of about 4.
2nd down and 6 from the 33-yard line.
All over near the left hash. And Lennox will keep it right behind his fullback, and he will get close to the first down. We'll see where they mark it.
Lennox Van. On the stop, number 12, Damaris Hardy.
It'll be 3rd and about half a yard, it looks like.
Gain of nearly 6 on the play.
Now we got a whistle and a Pittsburgh timeout. Maybe an official timeout. Yeah, I think this was official timeout. So Pittsburgh will get a sub, and they'll send him back on the field here. 3rd down and short for the Tigers.
3rd down and inches from the 27-yard line.
Handoff goes to Newton. He'll keep the ball and get the first down. He'll cross the 25. And get it down to about the 23. So another Tiger first down. Pittsburgh haven't done it every time, but they have been shifting. Did it there right at the last second to try to create some confusion on the Fort Scott offensive line. It was working early, but hasn't really worked as well on this drive. We'll see if that continues to be the case here for the Tigers. Trailing 7-0. Second quarter, just under 9 minutes to play. Pitch comes to Ryder, and Fort Scott just cannot get outside yet.
Number 41, Ryder.
As Ryder will lose a couple of yards on the play.
On the stop, number 17, Mason Derringer.
Fort Scott has definitely made some hay so far this season, getting out on the edge, and they just haven't been able to do that tonight so far against Pittsburgh. Using that speed that they have.
Also 4 on the play.
Second down
14.
And about 14. Fort Scott to pass. Lennox throws it. He's got a man and threw it just a little bit too far. Looking for Maddox Robinson, who caught a touchdown pass last week against Independence. That one needed just a little bit more air under it looked like. So it'll be third down and 14 coming up for the Tigers.
14 from the 27-yard line.
Three receivers bunched to the right of the formation. Lennox steps up in the pocket. He'll get taken down from behind. So it'll be fourth down.
Lennox Van keeps on the play.
And he may have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be fourth down and 14. Expect Fort Scott to go for it here.
No gain on the play. Fourth down and 14 from the 20.
Fort Scott is 6 for 7 on fourth down conversions so far this season, but I don't think they've had a 4th and 14 yet. Looks like Fort Scott will let the clock run down and probably call their second timeout here. Maybe. I'll call it now.
Timeout on the field.
And discuss things here. Big play in this game coming up right now. The only SCK League game tonight features Coffeyville and Independence. That one in Indy tonight. Also, Chanute is hosting Nemaha Central. Labette County is hosting Wellington. Some of the other games in the area will try to get scores at halftime of these games. Parsons is at Baxter Springs. Girard and Frontenac are playing in Frontenac tonight. Colgan is hosting Pleasanton. Galena is at home against Fredonia. Cherryvale goes to Riverton, another one of those teams, of course, Riverton in the CNC. Columbus goes to Neodesha. Uniontown is down in Cherokee tonight playing Southeast. Jayhawk Lynn hosting Erie. And Central Heights, also in the Three Rivers League 11-man this season. They're hosting Blue Stem tonight. Out of the timeout, back to pass. Lennox, he'll throw it over the middle, and it is high and incomplete. Looked like it was intended for Robinson once again. A deep route down the middle of the field, but it threw it a little bit too high again. So turnover on down, 7:28 left to go here in the first half.
Tigers failed to make the line to gain. Turn the ball over on down. First and 10, Purple Dragon from the 28-yard line.
Pittsburgh will start at their own 28. First down and 10. Pitch comes to the left side. There's a hole there. And finally gets taken down, but a big gain for Connor Profit out across the 50-yard line.
On the stop for the Tigers, number 4, Brody Gomez.
Brody Gomez with the tackle. He's second on the team in tackles, tied for second on the team in tackles coming into tonight with 16. He and Jaden Garcia both have that number. Luke Harris has 13 tackles, third on the team, but Fort Scott needs to get some stops a little bit sooner after that big gain there from Connor Profit. First down and 10, ball just across the 50 at the 49. Back to pass. And they will get to him and sack him.
Dragon sacked in the backfield.
I believe that was Aiden Ogran. So Aiden Ogran gets in the backfield and gets the sack. So a loss on the play of about 7. Brings up 2nd down and long. We'll see if Fort Scott can take advantage. Clock rolling under 6:20 to play here in the first half. Roll to the right. Quarterback will keep it right up the middle. And he gets taken down. He got all the yardage he lost there on the sack. And an extra one. It'll be 3rd down and 9 coming up. Ball about 8.5 or so. Fort Scott did force a 4th down and a punt formation by Pittsburgh on their previous possession. But of course, Pittsburgh went for it and got it, so they haven't actually punted yet. Roll to the right by the quarterback. He's going to get close to that 1st down marker again. It's going to be 4th down, but just 4th and about a yard. So I would expect Pittsburgh would go for it here as the clock continues to roll down to 5:15 and counting here in the 2nd quarter.
On the stop, number 44, J.C. Gross.
4th and a yard coming up for Pittsburgh.
8 on the play.
Ball on the 40. They got to get to the 39.
4th down. 4th down and 1.
Hand off, and they got the yardage. It's a big fullback again, I believe.
Number 34, Nate Mitchell.
Nate Mitchell with the carry that time, and he's going to get enough for the 1st down, so it'll be 1st and 10 Pittsburgh. Ball out to the 37, maybe just past the 37.
3 on the play. First and 10, Purple Dragons from the 37-yard line.
Handoff goes to the left side here for Pittsburgh. And again, that's the big guy, Mitchell. And it took 2 or 3 Tigers to get him down. There's an injured Dragon as well.
Get 3 on the play.
And that looks like Connor Profit, who's having a hard time getting up and walking off the field here. Clock stops with 4:10 to go in this 2nd quarter. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done, or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Connor Profit was able to get off and run off of the field under his own power. So it'll be 2nd down and about 7 for Pittsburgh coming up here. Clock rolls as we head towards 4 minutes to go in this first half. Still just 7-0. Pittsburgh driving here. And there's a nice shove there backwards. As I think that was Mitchell again with the carry, but not much there, maybe a yard. And that's it. Got up to the line of scrimmage and was pushed back. So 3rd down now and about 6.
No gain on the play. From the 34-yard line, it's third down. Third down at 7.
Handoff again comes to the near side, and he stiff-armed one guy and then ran and got the first down.
On the tackle, number 4,
Again, Nate Mitchell on the carry that time for Pittsburgh. It'll be a first down inside the 25, down to the 24. Fort Scott was able to hit him in the backfield, but can't just hit him with one guy, it appears. You got to hit him with 2 or 3 and
from the 24
wrap him up, and
10, Purple Dragon.
He just broke a couple of tackles and got outside and got the yardage he needed for the first down. So first down and 10 for Pittsburgh. Hand off on a reverse or a counter play to the other side. A flag comes in. We'll check the flag. The run is going to be close to a first down. We'll see what the flag is about.
On the carry is number 3, Connor Profit.
And Profit, who was dinged up a little bit earlier, was back in there to make the carry on this one. This time it's going to be holding on Pittsburgh, though. So that'll push him back. So 3:05 to go here in the second quarter. Second down, or first down and 20 after the penalty.
First down 19 for the Purple Dragon.
Pass over the middle, it's complete, and he's going to be close to a first down. He may have it, as they throw it to the tight end, Cole Hayden, and he does get the first down. First pass play of the night for Pittsburgh.
On the tackle, number 4, Brody Gomez. Ball advanced to the 13-yard line. First and 10, Purple Dragon.
He needed 20. I think he got 21. So first down and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line. Play clock all the way down to 5. Now to 2. We got whistles and a flag, and they're going to say
flag on the play.
Delay a game or false start. They're going to say false start. Somebody for Pittsburgh saw that play clock running down and got a little antsy. Five-yard penalty will put you back first and 15 now from the 18-yard line.
5-yard penalty, stops the ball at the 18-yard line. First and 15.
Hand off, and they just keep churning their legs. Pittsburgh does. Going to get those 5 yards back. So second down and 10 coming up now.
Gain of 5 on the play. Second down and 10 from the 14-yard line.
Clock continues to roll. 1:40 to go until halftime. Hand off. Wrap him up. As that was Tate Mitchell once again. He's going to take it down inside the 10-yard line.
Stone Perry, the ball carrier. Gain of 6 on the play.
Actually, it was Stone Perry that time instead of Nate Mitchell. 24 and not 34 with the carry that time. So third down and 5 here for Pittsburgh. Hand off. Or nope, the quarterback kept it. I thought he handed it off. A flag does come in. We'll see what that's about. I thought he handed it off. I think Fort Scott did too. They pounded the fullback there right at the line of scrimmage, but the quarterback kept it. We got a flag anyway. Holding on Pittsburgh. That'll push him back on this third down with 55 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Now remember, Pittsburgh deferred to start the game, so they will have the option of receiving to start the second half. So Fort Scott really needs to get a stop here. And now Pittsburgh's going to take their first time out. Third down and about 14 coming up. Student section to our left, the crowd in front of us trying to get going a little bit, create some noise here in this end. Hopefully that can help the Tiger defense here. Third down and 14 coming up. Back to pass. They'll throw a little screen pass out to the side, and it is incomplete. So now fourth down. We'll see what Pittsburgh wants to do here with 53 seconds to go. They've got a pretty talented kicker, it looks like, at least from his kickoffs. And it looks like they're going to send him out here to attempt this field goal. It'll be from the middle of the field, so doesn't have an angle to worry about. Should put it down right around, they're going to put it down at the 24. So a 34-yard attempt coming up for Armando Rueda.
A 35-yard attempt.
And nearly blocked by the Tigers, but it is through there. Wow, he didn't have a whole lot more on that than what he did there. But anyway, 34-yard field goal, good for Rueda. Of course, you get spoiled when you watch guys like Harrison Butker kick, but nice kick there from Rueda, and he makes it a 10-0 ball game for Pittsburgh. Ford's got a nice rush on the right side, nearly got to it, but couldn't quite get a hand on it. And it's now 10-0 Pittsburgh with 53 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Setting the kick, Armando Rueda. Deep for the Tigers, number 7, Maddox Robinson.
So Rueda will kick it here. And it'll be a little poocher. Fort Scott will pick it up over on the far side, try to run around the near side here with Dirks Kegler. He's got a wall. He's to the 40. He's got one man to beat. He has beaten him. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Fort Scott Tigers. Touchdown, Dirks Kegler. No flags on the field. The Tigers get it back to within 4. Will Fort Scott go for 2 here? I think they're going to send their offense out there. Lennox has been the kicker this year, but he's only made 2 of 6 so far this season, just 33%. Missed a couple last week against Independence, so they'll go for 2 here. 6 of 7 on 2-point conversions so far this season. Try to roll to the right here. He's got a man in the back of the end zone, but can't see him. Good defense there from Pittsburgh, and it'll be incomplete as Lennox gets taken down. So that'll make it 10-6. Fort Scott back to within 4. 39 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. That's an exciting play here right before the end of the first half. And that worked out very well for the Tigers. Pittsburgh tried to keep it away from the deep man and kicked it to the right to Dirks Kegler, who's already gotten one return for a touchdown earlier this season on a kickoff. And he was able to get around the first couple of Dragons down there and then got behind his wall here on the near side. And once he got to the kicker and was able to beat him on speed, there wasn't anybody else that was going to catch him. So Fort Scott shifts the momentum just a little bit here towards the end of the first half. Lennox will kick it off. And Connor Profit, who is back in there now, is back to receive this one. The kick right at one of the up guys for Pittsburgh. Nice return by him as Fort Scott will make the tackle, but
on the return for the Purple Dragons, number 28, Malcolm Riley.
Malcolm Riley with the return that time, and he's going to get it out to the 45, maybe even the 46.
Ball spotted at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10, Purple Dragons.
He will put it at the 46. First down and 10. And they'll run it with the fullback once again, Stone Perry. And he will get stopped, and Pittsburgh will take a timeout. 26 seconds to go in the first half.
On the stop for the Tigers, number 73, Luke Harris.
So Luke Harris gets the stop there. .26 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Tigers trailing it 10-6 after the field goal, 34-yard field goal by Armando Royeda of Pittsburgh, and the ensuing kickoff was taken back for 6 by Dirks Kegler. Ball's going to be placed just across the 50-yard line, 2nd down and about 5 for Pittsburgh. Dragons out of the timeout. We got one timeout remaining. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they try a pass play here. Back to pass, throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete. And another hit. Pittsburgh wanting a late hit on Lennox Van there as
pass incomplete on the play.
And that is Connor Profit once again. And Coach Latimer is losing his mind. And I think the official just gave him the signal, get back to your sideline or you're getting a 15-yard penalty here. It was a little late. It was not overly egregious. And now Latimer came out like he was going to talk to or see about his injured player, Connor Profit. Now he's over talking to the white hat, sharing his displeasure. I remember Latimer had his guys fired up last year to play these Fort Scott Tigers. And I think he's getting the signal from the officials to give him a break. The officials gave Latimer about as much leash as you can give a coach, I would think. He had his guys fired up to play last year and fired up again to play this year, I would imagine. Not just the biggest game on the schedule because it's Fort Scott Pittsburg big rivalry, but also because Josh Latimer, former Fort Scott graduate, sure that adds something to it. He played with Coach Graham here at Fort Scott.
From the 50-yard line, it's
So third down and about 6 coming up for the Pittsburgh.
Third down and 6.
Handoff goes to the tailback, and he's going to run over a couple of Tigers, get the first down with 17 seconds left. And will Pittsburgh take their final timeout? They will.
On the stop, number 6, Lennox Vance. Timeout on the field.
I believe that was Nate Mitchell once again.
Timeout of the half.
Pittsburgh out of timeouts now.
From the 40-yard line, first down and 10.
So first down and 10, 17 seconds to go. Back to pass. Throw down the field. It's caught, and he'll shove him out of bounds. It's a pickup of the first down there, but he got out of bounds inside the 25. Malachi Meadows with the catch, and Brody shoved him out of bounds. 12 seconds to go now. He did get out of bounds. The clock stops.
First and 10, Purple Dragons from the 23-yard line.
Throw a screen back to the other side. It is caught. And nice tackle by Fort Scott and inbound, so the clock will run, and I think the clock will run out here, and it will. So that'll take us to halftime with your score. Pittsburgh 10, Fort Scott 6. Good first half all told for the Tigers. Stay tuned as we'll have the halftime entertainment coming up here on Duckbait TV, so don't go anywhere. Coach has got to come.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Football fans, for your halftime entertainment, would you welcome to the field the Tiger Pride Band?
Two guns versus two regular.
As they join the Tiger Pride Band, welcome to the field, the Fort Scott High School Tiger Dance Team. The Tiger Pride Band. And now welcome to the field, the Fort Scott High School Tiger Dance Team. Introducing your Tiger Dance Team members, freshmen Lorelei Clark, Gianna Gorman, Alana Johnson, sophomores Cody Casper, Lillian Jackson, Sydney Lane, Riley Marciano, juniors Josie Fisher, Riley Heimer, and seniors Kendall Armstrong, Grayson Brown, Kinsley Brown, Abby Eastwood, and Annabelle Gorman. Ladies, your music is on.
Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Need a full mani-pedi before big weekend plans? Or maybe you want some special nail art to celebrate your favorite singer's football-playing boyfriend? Either way, Delin Abatey is ready to help. Nails by Delin is on all the socials, and you can call or text at 620-704-1315. Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat on 3rd Street in downtown Fort Scott. If you're in need of livestock risk protection, multi-peril crop insurance, or help with your pasture or private products, Caleb Simpson has you covered. Call or text Caleb with Twin Pines Solutions at 620-215-4144. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done, or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Welcome back as we are just about ready to get the third quarter underway here at Prairie Field. The Fort Scott Tigers trail the Pittsburg Purple Dragons 10-6 here at halftime. And Pittsburg will get the ball first to start this third quarter. And Fort Scott has forced them to a fourth down and a punt formation once here in this in the first half. But you'll remember that Pittsburg lined up in punt formation, but then ran it and picked up the first down. Fort Scott did force a fumble later on that drive. And the only touchdown for the Tigers so far was a kickoff return by Dirks Kegler after Pittsburgh went up 10-0. Pittsburgh scored on their first possession. Stone Perry got the touchdown after a nice methodical drive down the field. And then with a couple of minutes left in the first half, Pittsburgh drove down in position again. There was a penalty, another loss of yardage. They tried a field goal, 34-yarder by Armando Roida, and he made it. And then the ensuing kickoff was taken to the house by Dirks Kegler, and that put Fort Scott on the board. They missed the two-point conversion, so it's 10-6. And then Pittsburgh tried to get down and get some points right before the half, but ran out of time. So we'll see what the Tigers can do here on defense. A little low line drive kick taken by Pittsburgh. They'll run it up the right side, or the right hash mark there, and tackled by Brady Messer. So first down and 10 for Pittsburgh.
On the stop for the Tigers, number 36, Brady Messer. Ball taken to the 44-yard line, first and 10, Purple Dragons.
So first and 10 for Pittsburgh. Ball just shy of the 45-yard line. We'll call it the 44 here. Handoff goes right up the middle, and big hole there. He's got through a couple of tacklers. We'll see who can chase him down. Can somebody do it? And Brody Gomez does finally chase down the tailback Stone Perry, but he got a huge gain there. Down to about the 12.
From the 12-yard line, first and 10, Purple Dragons.
And Connor Profit back out there for Pittsburgh after taking a couple of hard hits in that first half. Back out there at the flanker to the right side. And I think that was Perry again up the middle. Not a lot, not as much there that time. Only about 3, so it'll be second down.
On the stop, number 41, Ryder Newton. Gain of 3 on the play.
Tigers would love another stop on defense here. We'll see if they can get it done. Back under center, Carson Nicholson. They'll hand it now, pitches it to the left side, and angling, nice tackle by Brody Gomez. Going to force him out of bounds right about the 1-yard line. I believe that was Tanner Ramage again with the carry. Looked like he had the angle, but Brody Gomez came up and took him out of bounds. It'll be first and goal, Pittsburgh at the 1.
Gain of 8 on the play. First down goal to go from the 1-yard line.
Perry the fullback. He will get the ball, and he will go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Purple Dragons. Number 24, Sean Terry on a 1-yard touchdown run.
So Roida will come back out for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. So an 11-point lead now for Pittsburgh with 11:02 to play here in the third quarter. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. So Rueda will kick off once again for Pittsburgh as they lead at 17-6. Over the Tigers. And another short kick taken there by Dirks. He'll try to come left side again, gets by a couple of guys, breaks loose again. He's out to the 30, and he's still down the sideline, makes another man miss. And did they blow it dead? I think they blew him out of bounds.
Number 8, Dirks.
So Dirks with another big return that time. We'll see where they spot the football. I didn't hear the whistle, but they stopped the play. And it looks like they're going to say he was out of bounds at the 49, so
Kegler stepped out of bounds
like
at the 49.
Roida maybe got him out of bounds. Kicker.
Tigers from the Purple Dragon 49.
First down and 10 for Fort Scott. 10:51 left to go now in the third quarter. Lennox will keep the ball, jumps over one guy, and gets out to near the first down marker. It'll be second down and about 3 now.
On the stop, number 5, Jamarcus Davis. Second down and 2 from the 42-yard line.
And the Tigers do get it handed off there. Oh, easy.
On the carry, number 16, Colton Rogers.
Colton Rogers with the carry that time. Couldn't quite tell that right off the bat.
34, Nate Mitchell. Gain of 1 on the play.
So a gain of about a yard. It'll bring up third down, yard and a half maybe. Third down and short here. They need to get kind of in between the 40 and the 39. Hand it off to Colton again. He's going to get the first down and gets a few more than that, as he'll get taken down close to the 30, so a pickup of nearly 10 on the play. It'll bring up first and 10 for the Tigers.
Number 5, Jamarcus Davis. Gain of 9 on the play, enough for a Tigers first down. From the Dragon 31-yard line.
And off goes to Colton again, this time stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, maybe even a loss of a yard. So second down and long.
Number 16, Colton Rogers, the ball carrier. On the stop, number 60, Parker Penamani. Loss of 1 on the play. Second down and 11 from the 32-yard line.
Second down and 11 coming up for the Tigers. Lennox will keep it and work off to the left. Gets outside, 20, 15, and gets shoved out of bounds. Right around the 10. It'll be first down, Fort Scott. So the Tigers making some things work here on this possession. It'll be first and goal.
21-yard pickup. Enough for a Tigers. First down. First down goal to go from the 9.
And off goes to Brady Messer. He's going to get 5, maybe 6 even.
On the carry, number
He'll be
36,
inside the
Brady
5.
Messer.
We'll see where they mark it officially, but it'll be second and goal now for the Tigers.
On the stop, number 24, Stone Perry. Second down goal to go from the 4.
And Lennox kept it that time. He's going to be stopped right around the line of scrimmage.
On the carry, number 6, Lennox Van.
So third and goal. Tigers really need to punch it in here.
Patterson.
Clock rolls down to 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Tigers trail by 11.
Gain of 1 on
Looks
the
like
play.
they'll send Colton Rogers back out. As Ryder Newton will get a little bit of a breather here.
Third down goal to go from the 3-yard line.
We've also got Jacob Adams, their main tight end they use out there right now. And Lennox will go off the left guard, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Fort Scott Tigers. Touchdown, Lennox Van.
Number 6, Lennox Van on the 3-yard touchdown run.
I would imagine the Tigers will go for 2 here. They went for 2 earlier and missed. Trailing by 5, could shrink it to 3 with the good conversion here. Back to pass. He'll throw a corner route, and it is caught over there, and it's good. Ty Marbury picks up the 2-point conversion, and the Tigers are back to within a field goal. 7:31 left to go in the third quarter. Fort Scott trails 17-14 to Pittsburgh.
That scoring drive covered 49 yards, resulted in 8 points. Your score, Tigers 14, Purple Dragons 17. Lennox Van set to kick. Deep for the Purple Dragons, Malachi Meadows.
So Lennox will kick off. He'll do a little pooch to the side here. And Pittsburgh does get on it. It kind of bounced in a funny way. It looked like Fort Scott might have a shot at getting back on top of that, but Pittsburgh does cover it up right near the 40, maybe the 41. So 7:30 to go now in the third quarter, and Pittsburgh will start their second drive of the second half.
Ball spotted on the 41-yard line of the Purple Dragons, first and 10 Pittsburgh.
We'll be at the 41. Dragons back out there with that same formation. And the quarterback will run it this time. He gets hit right at the line. Flag comes in as well. I'll check that and see what it is, but
On the carry, number 4, Carson Nicholson.
Not much there by Carson Nicholson,
On the stop, number
the quarterback.
44, Gross, also number 63, Eli Martin.
And they're going to call hold on Pittsburg here.
Against the Purple Dragons.
That'll push him back. 10-yard penalty from the spot.
Penalty stops the ball at the 31-yard line, first and 20.
First down and 20 now. See if Fort Scott can take advantage here on the defensive side. Handoff goes to Nate Mitchell this time, and he's going to get a decent gain
on the tackle, number 6, Lennox Van.
over the right tackle, and he's going to get out to the 39, we'll call it. It'll be second down and about 12, maybe 13.
Second down and 12 from the 39-yard line.
Quarterback rolled to his right initially, now tries to come back to his left. The Tigers are there, and they will take him down. He does get a couple of yards positive on the play, but not much. It'll be third down and long here, third and about 9, maybe 8. Coming up for the Tigers, or for the Tiger defense, for the Pittsburgh Dragon offense here. Under 6.5 to play in the third quarter now. Clock continues to roll in this 3-point game.
From the 42-yard line, it's third down. Third down and 9.
Quarterback going to keep it again, and he will get stuffed. All right, blow the whistle, guys. So a gain of maybe a yard, and it looks like they will send their punting unit back on. But again, remember, the only time they've put their punting unit on, they faked it. So we'll see what Pittsburgh does here. As Connor Profit will go in. He kind of rolled to his right like he was going to do a rugby-style kick, or Australian rules, or whatever they call that now. And Fort Scott went around to try and set up a return, and he ran for the first down. This one is a kick, and it will be downed at about the 28-yard line. So Fort Scott will take over there. 5:17 to go in the third quarter. The Tigers trail by just 3.
Ball will be spotted at the 27-yard line. First down, Tigers.
So first and 10, Fort Scott on their own 27. Lennox going to keep the ball, comes to his right, and will get 4 or 5 yards, maybe even 6.
On the stop, number 60, Parker Penamani.
About 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 2 coming up. Just under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Second down and 6 from the 31-yard line.
Trace Metcalf split out wide to the right on the numbers. Ty Marbury split left on the numbers, and Lennox will run it right up the middle, and he's going to get close to a first down. Doesn't quite have it yet, but it'll be third down and short for the Tigers. And Fort Scott coming into tonight, it's a little over 50% on third down so far for the season. 16 for 27 coming into this evening.
3 on the play.
Third down and 2.
35-yard line.
Of course, your third down conversion rate will go up if you've got more third and shorts. Oh, rolling to his right, and now he will get sacked. And it'll be 4th down.
Fourth down and
Lennox, an end-over-end kick, kind of a shank a little bit. It's going to take a Fort Scott roll, though, into Pittsburgh territory and be down right near the 46-yard line. So 3:13 left to go in the third quarter. Dragons take over.
27 yards on the punt. No return.
And they will put it at the 46-yard line, so that's where Pittsburgh will have it first here. Fort Scott's defense needs another
First and 10, Purple Dragon.
big stand here on this possession. Handoff goes to Stone Perry. He'll try to get outside and will get shoved out of bounds finally.
Stone Perry, the ball carrier. On the stop, number 4, Brody Gomez.
So that run enough for the first down. So 1st and 10, Pittsburgh.
First and 10, Purple Dragons from the Tiger 42-yard line.
Handoff goes, nope, the quarterback kept it that time, and he's good with that fake. Comes back to the left, and he will run and get into the end zone.
Touchdown, Purple Dragons.
So Carson Nicholson kept it himself
Carson Nicholson with his
and able to get into the end zone for Pittsburgh. So with 2:48, clock's rolling. I don't know why the clock's running.
Armando Rueda to attempt the
I
extra
don't know how much time actually ran off the clock. They're going to put 3 minutes up there. So quite a bit of time ran off the clock that time. Roy Ida on to kick again. And this one low, and it is no good.
Extra point is no
So
good.
the lead remains at 9 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Don't forget the Thespians would like to invite you to the concession stand while you're down there. The Fort Scott High School boys golf team is hosting a bake sale you can check out. Lots of things still available from them. Also, Fort Scott High School has entered the T-Mobile Friday night 5G Lights competition. We have exciting news. Fort Scott High School learned today that they were selected as one of 50 nationwide winners of $5,000. Fort Scott High School will receive a $5,000 check from T-Mobile next week at the homecoming game versus Labette County. You can help in the ongoing contests and prizes. Check out the T-Mobile tent at the south end of Prairie Field. Setting the kick, Armando Rueda. Deep for the Tigers, Maddox Robinson.
Rueda to kick. That is a high end-over-end kick. Takes a bounce there, and Fort Scott will jump on top of it right around the 20.
Ball covered up around the 21-yard line.
So that's where Fort Scott will take over possession with 2:59 to play.
Ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line. First down, Tigers.
Oh, they move back to the 20. So right at the 20. First down and 10, Fort Scott. 2:59 to play here in the third quarter. Fort Scott. Lennox will keep it. And he will get about 4 on the play.
On the stop, number 34, Nate Mitchell. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6 from the 24-yard line.
And Lennox keeps it again, and will keep churning those legs.
Lennox Van again, the ball carrier.
And it'll be third down, 3rd and 2 now.
Third down and 2 from the 28-yard line.
Lennox keeps it, rolls to his left. He's got a hole. Can he use a blocker? Oh, he gets tripped up there. But a big gain for Lennox out to about the 50. It'll be first down, Fort Scott. We'll place it at the 49. So first and 10, Tigers on their own 49.
Pickup on the play, enough for a Tiger. First down.
A nice pickup for Lennox and the Tigers.
From the 49-yard line.
And he'll keep it again.
Lennox Van, the ball carrier.
Lennox coming into tonight, the team leader in rushing attempts and rushing yards.
Gain of 5 on the play.
And he has continued that
On the stop,
here
number
tonight.
59,
And he'll pick up
Leon
5
Moore.
yards on first down there. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5 from the 46.
It'll be under a minute to go in the third quarter once this ball is snapped. This time handoff goes to Colton Rogers. He's got a big hole, runs over a couple of Purple Dragons and gets another Tiger first down. All the way down to about the 35, maybe the 36. We'll see where they put it officially.
On the stop, number 60, Parker Penamani.
We'll put it just shy of the 35-yard line. So first and 10, Tigers.
From the 35-yard line.
Fort Scott really needs to continue this good drive here. Another handoff to Rogers. Not as much on that one, but a decent gain. It'll be second down and about 6 coming up. And about 7. Gain of 3 on that previous play.
On the stop, number 59, Leon
And we'll see if the
Mahan.
Tigers, they can let it run all the way down to the fourth quarter. 15 seconds to go on the play clock. About 4.5 second difference between, or on the game clock rather. They will snap it one more time. They pitch it out to Robinson, and he's going to get taken down out of bounds.
On the carry, number 7, Maddox Robinson.
So that'll stop the clock with 3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Fort Scott will have to run it again.
No gain on the play.
Fort Scott will have to run one more play as he got out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock in high school.
Third down and
Still
8
stops
from
the clock
34-yard line.
until the next play. Every time it goes out of bounds. So Lennox will take it, go to his right, and it'll be fourth down when we start the fourth quarter.
Van on the carry for the Tigers.
So at the end of the third quarter, it is Pittsburg 23, Fort Scott 14. We'll take a short break and come back with the fourth quarter. This is Fort Scott Tiger football on Duck Bay TV. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done, or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. So 4th down and 6 coming up to start this fourth quarter for the Tigers. Back to pass, Lennox rolls to his left, throws down the middle of the field. He's got Ty Marbury down there, and it is, nearly caught. Ty tried to catch up to it, and
Pass was incomplete on the play, intended for number 9.
got to it, but couldn't quite haul it in, so that'll turn over on downs. 11:53 to go in
on the coverage, number 7, Rashad Green.
the fourth quarter.
Turn the ball over on downs, 1st and 10.
All going to be at the 32-yard line. Pittsburgh quarterback hands it off. Not a lot there for Nate Mitchell.
On the stop for the Tigers, number 78, Jaden Garcia. Gain of 2 on the play. From the 34-yard line, 2nd down and 8.
So pick up a 2 there. Brings up 2nd and 8 for Pittsburgh. And he's hitting the backfield, taken down. That is Connor Profit. So that'll be a loss on the play. I think it was J.C. Gross in there to make the tackle. So loss back to the 30. So it's 3rd down, and we'll call it 12 coming up here for the Dragons.
From the 30-yard line, it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 12.
Back to pass. Throws it near side, and it is incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete on the play. Flag on the field.
And a flag in the offensive backfield.
On the coverage for the Tigers, number 16, Colton Rogers.
Holding on Pittsburgh. We'll see if the Tigers take it or if they decline it and make it 4th down. Looks like they are going to take it. Push them back even further. 3rd down and even longer here. Oh, no, they are going to decline it. So 4th down and 13 coming up for Pittsburgh. And it looks like they will send their punting unit out again. Again, they have successfully run a fake here tonight.
Deep for the Tigers, Lennox Van. Purple Dragons in punt formation.
And this punt's going to go out of bounds. We'll see where they put it. It's going to be right inside the 40. So Fort Scott will take over. 10:29 to go here in the fourth quarter.
All spotted at the 39-yard line.
So bad news out of Atlanta tonight as the Royals lost to the Braves 3-0. But good news so far to this point coming out of Minneapolis as the Orioles lead Minnesota 2-0. If that score holds, the Royals will clinch the final playoff spot in the American League with seeding still to play for. Here's a handoff going to Maddox Robinson, and he's going to get a few yards, or well, quite as much as I thought he was going to get. So a pickup of maybe one. Well, they gave him 2. So 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, the Royals needed to either beat Atlanta tonight or have Minnesota lose to Baltimore. Either way, and they clinch a playoff spot. Right now, Minnesota trailing Baltimore after the Royals lost earlier. And now we got a flag comes in, and we'll see what this is going to be about.
On the stop, number 42, Gabe Kinsey.
It's on 9. That ain't us. He's trying to get up.
And there's a discussion here now. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Pittsburgh.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call against the Purple Dragons.
So that'll give Fort Scott an automatic first down. Coach Latimer not happy.
Gotta get up.
Penalty stops the ball at the Pittsburgh 38-yard line. Gain on the play, enough for a Tiger. First down.
So first down and 10. Ball's going to go all the way down to the 38 of Pittsburgh. See if Fort Scott can take advantage here. 9:43 and counting left to go in regulation time. Play clock down to 7. And they sent a bull rush, Pittsburgh did, and they'll get Lennox taken down in the backfield near the 50, a loss of about 12 on the play.
On the tackle, number 34, Nate Mitchell, walk on the play.
Second down and long, and now they're going to run it with Lennox. Oh, and a flag comes in. This may be the first one on the Tigers tonight.
Flag on the play.
And he's explaining to Jaden Garcia what he did there, so it is holding on the Tigers.
Holding is the call against the Tigers.
So that'll push them back even more.
Penalty stops the ball at the Tiger 40.
Second down.
Second down and 31.
And forever here for the Tigers. You hope at this point you just kind of chunk it up. Get about 10 yards. The board says 31, so if you can get 10 yards on each play here. They're going to run with Colton up the middle, and he got a few yards, and wasn't quite 10, but he got a decent gain there.
On the stop, number 42, Gabe Kimsey. Gain of 6 on the play.
So ball out to the 46-yard line, coming up on 8 minutes to play. Third down and long here. Fort Scott now needs a bigger chunk. And they're going to call timeout and have a discussion here. With 7:52 left to go in this one, trailing 23-14. First Tiger timeout of the second half. So again, for the Kansas City Royals, they needed to either beat Atlanta tonight or have Minnesota lose. The Royals did end up losing to Minnesota, or did end up losing to the Braves 3-0 in Atlanta tonight. They did have to go against Fried, Max Fried, I believe, one of their better pitchers. Only got 3 hits off of him tonight. But they could also get in with a loss by Minnesota, and the Twins are trailing in the top of the 7th to Baltimore 2-0. So that's positive for the Royals right now. Of course, Chiefs have a big game against the Chargers coming up on Sunday. Big games in the area tonight as well. We'll try to get some of those scores in as we go along here. Throw down the sideline. He's got Ty. It's caught! Caught by Ty Marbury! First down, Tigers! Great throw by Lennox. Great catch by Ty Marbury.
38 yards on the pass play. Good enough for a Tigers first down. From the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16. Lennox will go to his right. Gets crunched there. Gain of a yard, maybe 2.
On the carry, number 6, Lennox Van. On the stop, number 12, Damaris Hardy.
So it'll bring up second down here for the Tigers. They'll get Jacob Adams back in the game. Really the only tight end the Fort Scott has used so far this season.
Get him 2 on the play. Second down and 8.
That may not be his official position, but that's what I call him because that's basically what he's doing out there. Here's a keeper by Lennox. He'll get
Lennox Van, the ball
over the left side and get it down to about the 12. So it'll bring up third down and about 5, maybe 6 coming up for the Tigers.
On the tackle, number 12, Damaris Hardy. Get him 2 on the play. Third down and 6 from the 12-yard line.
Play clock down to 12. Tigers need to go. They're down by 2 possessions here, down by 9. Three, 2, and now they're going to take a timeout. A little confusion. They'll take their second timeout, so they're down to 1 now for the rest of the game.
Timeout on the field, Tigers. Second charge timeout of the half.
So Fort Scott deep in this drive here. Trailing by 9, 23-14. .6:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. And the Fort Scott Tigers have a third down and 6 from the 12-yard line of Pittsburg. Big play on the drive was a big pass play on 3rd and forever. From Lennox to Ty Marbury. Lennox going to pitch it out to Gomez. He's going to catch the corner. A flag comes in, and we'll see what that's about as the referee threw that all the way towards the numbers on the far side. I think Gomez got the first down if the play stands, but we'll check the flag. And they are going to call holding on the Tigers.
Holding is the call against the Tigers.
So Pittsburgh takes the penalty. It'll push the Tigers back to the 18-yard line.
The 18-yard line.
So third down and about 13 now. Well, maybe 12. Third and 12. Lennox to pass. Screen play set up and threw it too short. Incomplete. There was some room there for
intended for number 8,
Dirks Kegler, if he could have made the catch, but it was a little bit too low.
No gain on the play. Fourth down and 12 from the 18.
Fourth down and 12 coming up for the Tigers. They really need it here. Still trailing by 2 possessions. Lennox under center. Back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws it towards the end zone, and it is too far and incomplete. So turnover on downs.
Pass falls incomplete on the play. Tigers turn the ball over on downs.
Turnover on downs, 5:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. And now the Tiger defense going to have to step up again.
First and 10 from the 18-yard line.
Hand off.
On the carry, number 24, Stone Perry.
Goes to Stone Perry.
On the stop, number 78, Jaden Garcia.
And he will get out
Gain of 5
the
on
23.
Second and 5 from the 23-yard line.
They restarted the play clock, so Pittsburgh taking a little bit more time here. And run by Perry again. And a flag comes in late. We'll see what that's about. There was some extra shoving after the play, and just hope it's not on the Tigers. Oh, that came in really late to be a face mask. Usually that's during the play. Face mask on the Tigers, so it'll be an automatic first down here for okay. So now they changed it to an unsportsmanlike conduct on Ford Scott.
Ball spotted at the 41-yard line, first and 10, Purple Dragons.
So first down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball out on the 41-yard line. Excuse me, Pittsburgh with the first down and 10 here. And the quarterback, Nicholson,
Gain of 3 on the play.
will get about 3.
On the stop for the Tigers, number 24, Jacob Adams. Second down and 7 from the 44-yard line.
Second down and 7 coming up for Pittsburgh. Again, they lead it by 9 here, so still a two-possession game. 3:45 to play. The clock rolling here. And, oh my goodness, Stone Perry ran right into the line and then bounced off and will get a huge gain on the play. He ran right into one of his linemen.
On the stop, number 4, Brody Gomez.
But bounced off of him and bounced outside to pick up the first down.
Yard pickup, spots the ball at the Fort Scott 42-yard line. First and 10, Purple Dragons.
Hand off. Ooh, there's a helmet come out of there by somebody. A Pittsburgh helmet. Hopefully everybody's okay there. And I think that was Perry again with a carry. And he's going to be close to another Pittsburgh first down.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Clock rolls under 3 minutes to go now.
3-yard line.
Fort Scott needs to stop in the worst way here.
Carson Nicholson, the ball carrier.
Nicholson dives forward for the first down.
Number 2, Caden Cannon. In a 5 on the play.
First and 10, Pittsburgh. Fort Scott only has one timeout left. Pittsburgh in a position where you could get one more first down and probably ice this thing out. Handoff goes to, that was Nate Mitchell that time, and he's going to get
Nate Mitchell, the ball
couple.
carrier.
Brings up second down.
On the stop, number 2, Caden Cannon. In a 4 on the play. Second down and 6 from the 25-yard line. Nate Mitchell.
Mitchell with a carry again, and he's going to be close to a first down. I don't think he got it. It's going to be third down and 3, and the Tigers will take their final timeout with 1:02 to go.
And 3 on the play. Timeout on the field. Tigers. Their last charge timeout of the half.
Next week for the Tigers will be homecoming as they'll host the Labette County Grizzlies. Kickoff 7 o'clock. We'll have coverage start about 6. Well, we'll have coverage for the homecoming ceremony as well on Duck Bay TV. So just tune in for that next Friday evening here from Prairie Field. We'll also be back with the volleyball team as they will head down to Independence on Tuesday, first day of October, to take on the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Comets of Chanute. There's a pitch out to the outside, and that will be enough for a first down for Connor Profit, and that ought to do it here this evening for this one. The clock will start again here in just a minute.
Gain of 7 on the play.
And tough luck loss for the Tigers here tonight, as they put their heart and soul into this one
15-yard line.
and just come up a little bit shorter. And he'll take the knee. And that'll do it here tonight, as the clock will run out. And the Tigers will be on the short side of this one here this evening.
Clock will wind all the way down here.
And the clock hits 0, and that one will be it for tonight, as the Fort Scott Tigers fall tonight 23-14. They gave a great effort. Come up just a little bit short to the Purple Dragons here in this one tonight. Pittsburg takes the win. Fort Scott will fall to 3-1 overall, still 1-0 in the SEK. And another league game next week against Labette County. We'll take a short break and come back to wrap things up. This is Fort Scott Tiger football on Duckbait TV. Need a full mani-pedi before big weekend plans? Or maybe you want some special nail art to celebrate your favorite singer's football-playing boyfriend? Either way, Delina Beatty is ready to help. Nails by Delin is on all the socials, and you can call or text at 620-704-1315. Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat on 3rd Street in downtown Fort Scott. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. If you're in need of livestock risk protection, multi-peril crop insurance, or help with your pasture or private products, Caleb Simpson has you covered. Call or text Caleb with Twin Pine Solutions at 620-215-4144. If you need residential, interior, or exterior painting done, or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help you with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Well, welcome back here to Prairie Field for the final time this evening. The Fort Scott Tigers fall to the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. The final score 23-14. Pittsburgh got on the board first. Stone Perry got a rushing touchdown way back in the first half, and they took a 7-0 lead after the kick was good by their kicker Armando Ruida. So that made it 7-0. The rest of the first half was kind of a stalemate until the end. Pittsburgh went down the field, got a field goal from Ruida. That made it 10-0. And then on the ensuing kick return, Dirks Kegler ran it all the way back for the touchdown. And that made it 10-7 going into halftime. Pittsburgh came out and started the second half with a quick drive themselves. They went down, scored a touchdown, another one from Stone Perry. That made it 17 to 7. Excuse me, 17 to 6 as the Tigers missed their 2-point conversion on the first touchdown. So 17 to 6. And then Fort Scott came back with a nice drive. Lennox Van finished it off with a touchdown. And they got the 2-point conversion, made it 17 to 14. Pittsburg responded with another touchdown drive of their own. Carson Nicholson, the quarterback, got the end score there, and that made it 23 to 14. They missed the extra point. And then Fort Scott had a great drive going late in the fourth quarter. They had a 3rd down and long, and a pass from Lennox to Ty Marbury along the near side, and Ty made a great catch. It was a great pass where it needed to be, and then a great catch as well by Marbury. And gave Fort Scott a first down, got him down about the 20-yard line. And then they ended up kind of running out of steam on that drive and turned it over on downs. And Pittsburgh was able to run the clock out. But again, great effort for the Tigers here tonight, even in the loss. They will fall to 3-1 overall, but that should not drop them too far in the 4A East standings. And they've got plenty of action coming up. Kind of hard to believe, but we are now halfway through the season here in the state of Kansas. Just 8 regular season games now in 4A, with the Week 9 being the first-round playoff that everybody makes. So just 4 more weeks of the regular season left. The Tigers will host Labette County next Friday night. That'll be homecoming. We'll have that for you here on Duckbait TV as well. And we'll have the homecoming ceremony prior to the game Friday night as well. So tune in a little bit earlier, and you can catch the homecoming ceremony on Friday night as the Tigers take on Labette County. Then it's off to Chanute on October the 11th. They'll come back home to face Circle out of Towanda, Kansas on senior night on October 18th, and then Coffeyville is the final regular season game before the Week 9 first-round playoff game on November 1st. So still a lot to go here in the season, and Fort Scott still in very good shape, even with the loss here tonight, of hosting a first-round playoff game. So that'll be a positive if the Tigers can come away with that there. But anyway, again, tough luck here tonight. Tough loss for the Tigers. Mentioned earlier, some tough news out of Atlanta as the Royals lost to the Braves earlier today, 3-0. But some good news out of Minneapolis. The Baltimore Orioles, if they beat the Twins in Minnesota, the Royals will make the playoffs anyway. And Baltimore is leading that one 3-0 in the 8th with the bases loaded and nobody out. So it looks like Baltimore could score a couple more. Baltimore is locked into the playoffs, but they're playing for the 4th seed, which would then give them a home series in the first round next week. So there's still something for Baltimore to play for there. I think Detroit could catch them for that. So if they don't get a win this weekend, so we'll see how that plays out. Detroit did win, so Detroit is past Kansas City. The Royals do have the tiebreaker with the Tigers. So if they tie, the Royals will get the better seed in the playoffs. But Royals just want to make the playoffs right now, I would think. So, and it's looking good out of Minnesota right now. See if we can find a few high school scores here, as there were some big games tonight around the area as well. Final from Frontenac, closer than I figured it would be. Frontenac defeated Girard tonight, 15-8 was the final score. Frontenac over Girard. Iola is leading Anderson County 19-18. That was last updated in the 3rd quarter. Going through a lot of Missouri scores here. Parsons beat Baxter Springs 38-7. Columbus crushed Neodesha 49-16. Crest took down St. Paul 54-8. Humboldt with a big win over Eureka 56-12, the final score there. Colgan beat Pleasanton 66-8. That one in Pittsburg tonight. Looks like all the scores I'm getting right now. Oh, there's... Nope, that was last week. So, not as many scores as I thought we might get there. Labette County is hosting Wellington tonight. Chanute hosting Nemaha Central. And Nemaha Central's a lower class. I think they're 2A maybe, but that's a tough team. They've won state in 1A or 2A a bunch in the last few years, so that's a good matchup there for Chanute. And then Labette County hosting Wellington. Coffeyville and Independence, the only SEK League game tonight, and couldn't find a score from that one either. But anyway, some big scores there. Again, tough one here tonight for the Tigers as they fall to Pittsburg 23-14, the final score. Again, don't forget, next week for homecoming, we'll be right back here at Frary Field, and we will have coverage of the homecoming ceremony prior to the game here on Duckbait TV. So if you want to tune in for that, be sure to do that. We'll have that coverage starting a little bit earlier than normal next Friday, and we'll cover that the whole homecoming ceremony next Friday. Our next volleyball matches that we'll be doing will be Tuesday as the Fort Scott Lady Tigers travel down to Independence to take on the Lady Bulldogs and Chanute on Tuesday evening. So looking to get back in the win column there, and hopefully the Tigers can do that as they've had a tough start to the season, but looking forward to the rest of the year with the Lady Tiger volleyball squad. But anyway, we'll have that for you on Tuesday as the Tigers go down to Independence to take on Independence and Chanute on Tuesday evening. So we will have that one for you on Tuesday as well. Thanks again for joining us here this evening. Tough luck for the Tigers. They fall to Pittsburg in this one. The final score 23-14. We know you have many options when watching Fort Scott Tigers and Lady Tigers play, but thank you for joining us tonight here on Duckbait TV. For my dad on the camera tonight, Willie Abady, and to all the Duckbaits back home, I'm Tony Abady. Also, thanks to all of our viewers out there watching with us tonight. Thanks again for watching here on Duckbait TV. Good night, Kansas.